Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Dr. Terry Alford, and I am known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. And I am excited to be here with none other than CEO Christina Perez. Christina, how are you this morning?
I am phenomenal.
Phenomenal. She is phenomenal. If you have never met her, you want to meet her. Her energy is amazing. Her wisdom is amazing. And I have been friends with this queen for about 4 years now?
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
4 years. And I want you all to take out your notebook. And if you are watching the replay, type #replay and get ready to hear what it has taken for her to build her $1 million agency, soon to be $2 million agency, $5 million agency, $10 million agency.
Right.
So I am really excited to bring her here. And of course, I know her so well, but I want to make sure that I respect her greatness and read her bio for you. So are you ready to hear your bio?
Yes.
Christina Perez, born in, I'm just kidding. Christina Perez entered the insurance industry with one simple goal: to help families feel secure about their future. Over the years, she has shared what she does, and it's so much more than insurance. It's about being there when families need protection, helping business owners safeguard what they've worked so hard to build, and give people confidence that their loved ones will be taken care of no matter what life brings. As the founder of Perez Financial Group, I have the privilege of helping clients protect their income, their assets, their families, and their dreams. These are her words. But one of the most rewarding parts of her journey is helping other insurance agents build successful businesses of their own. She believes that as we empower others to succeed, we create a ripple effect that strengthens families, communities, and future generations. Whether she's working with a client, mentoring an agent, or any of the likes, her purpose remains the same: to serve with integrity, lead with compassion, and help others create opportunities that change lives. She just doesn't sell insurance. She helps build security, confidence, and legacy that her clients can be proud of. And she is a good friend, y'all. A good friend.
Yes.
She is a proud supporter of the Business Women Building Wealth movement. She is a speaker at the 2026 Attract Abundance Conference. She has spoken the last couple of years, and I will tell you, all the attendees were like, oh my gosh, Christina was amazing. Christina was amazing. Oh, Christina's story was everything. So without further ado, I present to some and introduce to others Christina Perez.
Hi, good morning. It's so good to see and connect with everyone. I'm so excited about this. Every year I look forward to it.
Yes.
She always pushes me to better things, Terry. Thank you for that. I was just
You're
sharing
welcome.
that this morning. And I'm hoping that we can help you ladies, whatever you need, inspire you to get out there and really hone in on what life is giving, like what type of gift God has given you.
Yes. You always have an incredible story. Last year, instead of her sharing her expertise, we did a fireside chat where she told her story, and you changed so many lives. Your transparency, your authenticity. And so I want to hear a little bit about your story on today. Tell us what made you say yes to starting a business. Before we even speak about the insurance industry, how did you make the shift to say, I'm going to be a business owner?
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, I did not want to be a business owner. Girl wanted to be an executive forever, right? And that was me playing safe, right? As a young person. But when the opportunity came, life changes, and you kind of grow up, you realize that, you know what, where I'm going, the route that I'm going, working corporate America, having a boss, okay, it wasn't working out for me. Well, one, I wasn't even making enough money. And then that was a driving factor. But the other thing was like, okay, I got an opportunity and someone saw something in me, which, like I've shared before, if you haven't heard before, the reason why I got into insurance is I had an ex-boyfriend that his dad and I had a very good relationship. He was just a really fabulous man, but he saw something in me. He literally said, you can do what I do. And I'm just like, well, what do you do? What do you mean? What do you do? And he tells me he's an insurance agent. And because of that, He's the one that believed in me, and the rest is history. It just took one person to believe in me, and he was an ex-boyfriend's dad. At the time, he was my boyfriend, but and so that's how I got into insurance. And here we are, 18 years later, and we're just coming out of a conference that we're just pretty much. Today is our last day, and that's why we're doing this live, because I'm like, girl, we're gonna see each other. Let's do this. And it was funny because I was in a round table with some of our team members. It was about 10 of us, and we were kind of talking about our beginning stories, right? And one of the agents said, I was kind of repeating this, like some of these agents don't know about how I got into the business. And when I was mentioning him, like Mr. Trevino, I was broke, guys. And when I say I was broke, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I called him and I said, Mr. Trevino, I'm ready. Okay, because I waited like almost 7 years to say yes to this opportunity.
7 years?
Yes, 7 years.
That's a long time to say no, Christina.
Yes, I said no at 25. And then around, I think it was like 28 years old. I want to say 28, 29. But I didn't start the business truly. I had my license, but I didn't start it till I was 32. Okay. But I had my license before. But by the time I said yes, because I called him and I said, hey, and because I had a good relationship, I'm like, I want to do the insurance thing, but I don't have any money. Like, I don't have $1 extra. He sent me a check for $500 and some dollars. And that was basically get your the test class, your license, your fingerprints, your application, everything you need to do to get insurance, right? And that is what started the journey. Someone that believed in me gave me a $500 check. He didn't have to.
No, he didn't.
You know, he wasn't related to me. He was just my boyfriend at the time, his dad, you know? But he was such a good man. So grateful for him. So going full circle back to my story. We're talking about that at the table, right? Because I'm always so honest when, we have to give credit where credit is due, right?
That's right.
And we're talking about that. And 18 years later, and everybody, and one of the agents, Carlos, he goes, and look at us, because of you said yes, right? I said yes to one opportunity. We're all here, right? And that includes my brother. I brought in my brother, my sister-in-law into the business. And tons of other agents that have walked in through our life, and that we continue to help. And it's never easy. I will tell you, guys, it's never easy, but it's worth it. And you do reap the rewards with financial stability. You do.
Yes, lovely. Someone in the comments said, do you actually make good money?
Yeah. Oh,
Do you
so funny.
Do we?
Yes. And you know what? And you're right about that. Thank you so much for asking that. Because this isn't like get rich quick. You need to know. And it's so funny because years and years ago, I was going to go apply for an apartment, and I remember that my landlord told me the same thing. He's like, can you make money? Because I put self-employed insurance agent. He's like, can you even make money of this? So I think it's a good question.
Yes.
And I'm like, yes, you can make money, right? And it's you just don't know what you don't know. I didn't know anybody than Mr. Trevino, my upline, about insurance. So yes, you can make really good money. Think about it. There's car insurance. It's not like it's weird, right? It's car insurance. There's life insurance. There's health insurance. There's all sorts of insurance. I mean, there's dog insurance, right?
There is dog insurance.
Yes.
I remember when I found that out. I was like, really?
Yes.
Pet insurance.
Yes.
We don't sell pet. Do you sell pet insurance?
I do not. But
we don't sell pet
it's
insurance.
a conversation, because I recently had a whole big old ordeal with my dog. And I'm like, and the first thing at the vet, they said, do you have insurance? I'm like, no.
Why is it sometimes as insurance agents, we need an agent, or as doctors, we need a doctor, hairstylist, need a hairstylist, financial advisors, need an accountant, right?
Yes.
So what is the power of having someone to be a you for you?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I'm great in my line, right? Like, you and I partner up because you're great in what you do.
Yes.
Right? And so I still need a you in my life.
Yes.
And you need a me in your life, because we do different things. Even though we do insurance, we're still in two different lanes. Mm-hmm. So I still need, I'm in sales, right? So I need to know my numbers. But I'm not going to be as passionate about my numbers or a spreadsheet or profit loss than an accountant or a bookkeeper, right? Mm-hmm. So the thing is, I can't be a jack of all trades. In the beginning, you're gonna do it all because you have to. Right? But you got to get strong people on your team to help you.
Yes.
Right? So that you can see the things that you don't know because you're not an expert in that. So, but again, yes, yes, you're going to make money if you get into insurance.
Yes, you're let me say it this way, Cassie, every day. Do you have to recruit to make money? I don't like that. You do not have to recruit to make money. So Cassie, I'm going to give you a little bit of my story. So I left my job in 2019, and when I left my job, I did not know a few months later the pandemic would start. I did not know that my parents would get sick a few months later. And so I decided I didn't want to have to move them in with me in my 1 bedroom apartment from Memphis if I needed to relocate either one of them, right? And so what I decided to do was build a home, and I built my house based off of my insurance commissions. Now, here is the incredible thing. I had not been full time in my business for a year. And so I didn't think that I was going to be able to get a great loan. I didn't think I was going to be able to get the home that I wanted, but I heard of a bank statement loan. I had a really good loan officer. Shout out to Javon. Shout out to my other friend that's a loan officer, Lance. I had a great loan officer, and he was like, you can get a bank statement loan if you can prove that you make enough money, because I wasn't full time for a year and I couldn't use the income from my last job.
That's right.
And so I went to the builder and I literally just showed them my checks week after week after week after week. And she looked and she said, what do you do? I said, I sell insurance. And guess what? Not only did I build a home, but she became a client. And unfortunately, her husband passed New Year's Day 2 years ago. But I felt really good about the fact that I was able to help her, because there was a 20-year gap between her and her husband's age.
Yeah.
And so without his income and without him being there, that life insurance policy gave her time to get herself back together and figure out what life was going to look like without him. And so can we make money? Yes. Did I recruit a lot at that time? Absolutely not. That was all on just straight commissions. So yes, you do have the opportunity to make limitless income in this industry. Speaking of limitless income, as you were building your agency, did you ever think you were going to build your agency to have over $1 million in annual revenue?
I couldn't even think, girl, no one, I come from humble beginning, like normal. I'm a normal girl. Okay, came from the ranch. Literally, I had cornfield across the street from my home, and it wasn't crazy fun. I mean, I had a good family, like I'm not gonna say, but it wasn't something like I was not around wealth. Okay, it's around average people, good-hearted people, like I said. And so no, I was never thinking a million. That mindset came as I developed and I hung out with different stronger people. Okay, and when I started going into rooms, that empowered me, right, and helped me think bigger, right? Like, and I just mentioned that. So we're at 8% Nation. If you don't know what that is, it's an insurance conference, and here I told her, my God, like I come here to think bigger, grow bigger, and I had a bunch of aha moments, guys. As successful as my business doing, I still have to feed my mindset, because we need to grow. We need to get bigger.
We need to grow. One of my former business coaches, she would always say, you need to wash your mind as often as you wash your behind. And I hope that's every day. I hope that's every day. And that has stuck with me, because I'm like, you know what? She is right. Every single day, we have to make choices. Every single day, we have to make decisions. And one of my favorite podcasts to listen to in the morning is the podcast by Leela Hermazi. And she always speaks about making sure that you reset your mind. And resetting your mind happens, again, when you are around other people who shift your mindset and who will not allow you to play small. Christina was one of those people for me. I remember when we met in person for the first time, it was at a conference in Florida, in Orlando, and I was like, she's pretty amazing. Like, I had seen her on Zoom calls, but I was like, she's pretty amazing. And I was having some issues within my agency, and I was like, I wonder if she'll give me her opinion. And so I just literally was like, here's the issue that I'm having. Here's where I want to be, and I'm not sure why I keep making the mistakes that I'm making. And the true mistake that I was making was I didn't have strong boundaries, and the lack of boundaries was causing me not to move forward like I needed to move. And so I reached out to her, and we've been connected ever since then. And so that is why your circle matters. They say your net worth is increased by your net work. So if you are in a space where you are the smartest person in the room, you're the wealthiest person in the room, you're the most intelligent person in the room, you are the most spiritual person in the room, every single time you need to get into more rooms. That's why you need to be at the Attract Abundance Conference in October.
That's right.
Speaking of which, why have you decided to come every year and bring your mother? I'm so honored.
Yes.
So honored that your mom comes and she enjoys it. Why have you decided to come every year? This is our third year already.
Yes.
And I really want to know, why do you say yes every time?
Well, one, it's because you're wonderful. Okay, Terry is wonderful. And she's talking about when we met, we did meet in a conference in Florida, and we were in Zoom, but we didn't connect through Zoom, really. Not really. I mean, we're just another face. Hey, but when I met her, her energy, she's like, oh, I want to know her. I just want to be her friend, honestly. And then we ended up talking about business because that's what we have in common. But I come back every year because, one, I believe in her movement. I believe in helping women grow. And I get to travel to Dallas. I'm from South Texas, guys. And I get to inspire and to help other people that I would normally not reach. And I love that. I love to help. That's one of my passions. I do love to help anybody that's willing to listen, right? You've got to want to listen. Yes.
You have to listen. Reach out.
Yes.
Reach out. And here's the thing that some women, some men may be interested in knowing. Do you only support or give advice for people who are in the insurance industry? What about a woman who may be in real estate, or she may be an accountant? She may be starting her own bookkeeping firm.
Yeah.
Do you give advice there?
Absolutely. I think business in general, the core of business is all the same. And so absolutely, it you will. Yeah, we can definitely talk. Yes, of course, and help people.
Yes. Okay. So everything seems good, right? Usually, and I'm sure Christina hears this all the time, you're happy all the time.
Yeah.
You have such great energy, right? And I hear that all the time. People ask me, do you ever cry? I'm like, I'm a business owner. What do you mean? Of course I cry.
Yes.
I'm a woman. Of course I cry.
Yeah.
So I want to speak about those days in which you have literally said, I may want to burn this whole thing down and start all over and do something different. What caused those days, and how did you make it through those days? Because I feel like many entrepreneurs, as I've been watching social media, as I've been around more business women, some with 7- and 8-figure businesses have said, I feel like I want to burn it all down and go far, far away where no one can find me.
Oh my God, that is a lot. And you will have, there's no perfect day. Right. There's really good days, guys. There's really good. You can have a bad day. You can have a bad week, but you'll never have a bad month. Okay?
Yeah, I like that.
And we're all human beings, right?
Yes.
And things happen around us that we can't control. So that's okay. But for me, ultimately, no matter what, and this is something I've had to practice over the years to get better, is I take my problems back to Christ. Okay, so for me, as I'm a believer,
yes,
I love God, and on my deepest, darkest days, which we all have them, I just go back to what does the Word of God say, and I get my inspiration there. And even though I'm struggling, because we're struggling, because sometimes we just don't believe, but I know the practice that I need to go is I need to go back to the Word of God. I need to get back into prayer. I need to have faith.
Yes.
And then just give it to God. So that's what I do, is I give my problems to God, because that's what the Word of God says.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I love when she talk about God. We do that. By the way, we do that at the Attract Abundance Conference. Who better to teach us how to attract abundance than God himself, right? And so I remember on a podcast interview last year, you mentioned that as a single woman, you date God.
Yes.
Can you tell us, what does that mean, and what does that look like to date God? Because there are some single women out here, but there are some married women who are listening too who need to go on a date with God.
Yes.
So tell us,
we all need it.
Right?
Yes.
Tell us, what is that? How do we do that?
It means spending time with your Maker. That's what it means. It means spending time, getting to know his word, getting to know his voice, getting to know his spirit. That's really what it means. And even if it's just 10 minutes a day, ladies, because sometimes for me, but I've got to connect with my Maker, and it could be, and I connect in different ways, right? when we are talking about like something, or if it's in a Bible study, a little bit more formal? Is it going to hear the word on Sunday morning? Or is it just every day for me, right? I have a Bible verse. And right now, just so y'all know, I'm praying for my husband, ladies, okay?
Aren't we? Yes, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah, and in that time, right? Like if I pray for I'm every day I have a little where I journal, and then I have a little guide, and I'm praying for my husband, but I'm also connecting with God, and I'm making sure that God is the center of everything. And it's okay. Like I always tell people, it's okay. But a lot of people find it weird, right? I'm 48 years old, and a lot of people are like, why are you so single if you're great, or you're this? I'm like, because maybe that's God's plan.
Yes.
And I've learned to accept that.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm sure whether I stay single or I get married, it's God's plan. I trust.
Yes.
So dating God, and that's because we don't sometimes it's just changing a word, right? We're like, oh, I'm in prayer with God. No, we're spending time with God. We can date God. Allow God to fill your heart at the end of the day. And believe me, the loneliness will fade away. So one of my prayers, right, was always, God, if I'm meant to be by myself, then kill the loneliness and fill my heart with your love.
Yes.
Fill your heart, your love in my heart, because it's tough. I'm human. I feel. I wanna hug. I wanna hold hands. I wanna spend time with someone special, just like all of you ladies.
Yes.
Or anyone, ladies, men, whoever's watching.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I love hearing her speak about God. I get so excited when we speak about the things that we pray for. One of the things that I pray for is I pray that God gives me more grace and mercy for the times in which I have doubted what He has said to be true.
Yeah.
About me and in my life. So I'm like, okay, every time that I've believed the lie, the limiting belief, and I've acted according to the lies and the limiting beliefs, that has shown that my faith needs to be strengthened. And so I have asked for forgiveness. I've asked for grace. I've asked for mercy. And every time I do that, I feel stronger and stronger in remembering what He said about me and the purpose that He has over my life. So thank you. Oh, I wish we could be here every day, but we got places to go and people to see.
Yeah.
Before we go though, Christina, tell us if we want to build $1 million agency or $1 million business, what are 3 things that we need?
Yeah.
3 things that we absolutely need.
Yes. Okay, so 3 things to build $1 million agency. You need a team. You need a team. You're going to need. It's not the team, and don't get it wrong. It's not in that order. It doesn't have to be, I need to build a team tomorrow. You know nothing. But down the line, you can do anything, guys, by yourself. Okay? You've done it by yourself. I did it in the beginning. I did it all by myself. But when I finally understood, I mastered myself. I became a master. I knew exactly what I was doing. I perfected it. Then I got bored. Okay, I got bored of myself, and then I started to attract people, and I started to help people. And when you start helping people, that's your team. It changes everything. Yeah, it comes with some challenges, but it also comes with so much reward. But that's where my income really increased. And thirdly, right, because I can't give all the way the secrets, you got to come to the conference. Okay,
listen, attractconference.com.
yeah. And thirdly, one of the other success things is I duplicated myself in my office. Okay, if you want more about that, you've got to come visit with us and come and sit and chat with us and just pick our brains, guys. Pick our brains, because that's the thing about us. Not everybody likes to share. In my industry, and I'm saying in a lot of industries, real estate, bankers, people are in it for themselves. Not here. Yes. Here we share. We share. Because even if I tell you, doesn't mean you're gonna go do it. Right?
You know, one thing I will say, I always have a VIP reception the night before the conference begins. And this year, we're actually doing it a little differently. We'll have the VIP reception, but we'll have private VIP sessions for just VIP guests. But last year, I can remember 3 women came to me and they said, I loved how I couldn't tell who had the most money in the room. I couldn't tell who the speakers were until I realized, I'm like, aren't you a speaker? Because they were like, everyone was so nice, so welcoming, so open, and they didn't have this pompous attitude. They didn't have this I'm better than you attitude. They didn't make me feel less than. Like, I am so glad that I am here. And ladies, We had women come from all over the country. We
Mm-hmm.
had a woman come from the UK, and I believe we're gonna have a few people coming from outside of the country again this year. So if you have not gotten your ticket to the Attract Abundance Conference, you can go to attractabundanceconference.com. You can use Christina in all capital letters with the number 10 behind it to get a 10% off discount. And if you're not able to attend the entire event, at least come to the gala. Come sit with us. Come dance with us.
Yeah.
Come celebrate. Like Christina loves to dance.
I do.
I love to dance.
dancing.
Oh my gosh, we love to have a good time. So it's not all business.
Yeah.
It's not a sit and get experience.
Mhm.
It is truly an experience. I'm really thinking about changing the name next year
Okay.
to the Attract Abundance Experience, because
Okay.
that's really what it is.
Yeah.
It's an experience. It's so much more than a conference. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get ready to go. Hi, T. Hi, Robin. Yes, hello.
We see you.
Yes, it looks like Miracle Whip on YouTube. Hello. So I want you to tell us, how can we get in touch with you if someone wants to reach out to you?
Mhm.
How can they reach out to you?
Well, number one, go to the Abundance Conference. Okay, that's how you can get to meet me in person. But I'm on social media. Look for Perez Financial Insurance. Okay, under Christina Perez. That's it. That's how we do. I'm on I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, and I've got my website. So my website is PerezFinancialINS.com.
PerezFinancialINS.com.
Yes.
Make sure to put that in the comment section of these replays. And if you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay. If this was good, put this was good in the comment section. If it was inspirational, motivational, or educational, put that in the comment section as well. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, Christina, for saying yes. Thank you for being a sponsor. Thank you for being a friend and a sister in Christ. Like, you're amazing. Like, you really, really are. I'm not going to cry today. I cried on the last
we're not gonna
podcast.
cry. We're not gonna
We're not
cry.
going to cry today. But we are going to say, if you miss out on coming to the conference, you will truly miss out. And if for whatever reason you cannot get there, at least reach out and have a conversation with this queen.
Yes.
Because having a conversation with her changed my entire mindset about what I wanted to build and how I was building. All right?
Yes.
So, adios. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you all again very soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So much fun.